Hey there, beautiful people. Are you dealing with toxic people in your life and you are just feeling like they are getting the best of you? Then you are going to want to make sure that you watch this video because I am going to give you 15 shocking methods that smart people use to outsmart those toxic people in your life so you can make sure they are staying out of your life for good. Hey there, I am Rebecca Zung, and I am a narcissist negotiation expert. I am an attorney. I've been recognized by U.S. News as one of the best lawyers in America. I've also written a couple of best-selling books, and I have a brand new one that is out now, and you can grab that at slaythebully.com. And if you go there and pre-order it, you will get early access to all kinds of super cool things, including private exclusive access to my launch team and early access to the manuscript, which no one else is getting. So make sure you go there now and pre-order that. And if you're new here, welcome. And make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell because I release brand new videos every single day on how to break free from narcissists. And if you are coming back, welcome back to my channel. We are diving deep today into the fascinating topic of how to outsmart toxic people. Yep, I've got 15 jaw-dropping methods that smart people use to tackle toxicity head on. Easy for me to say. So if you're ready to reclaim your power and thrive amidst toxicity, let's get to it. All right, so number one is set boundaries. So important, so crucial when dealing with toxic individuals. You need to define what behavior you will and won't accept. Remember, your peace of mind has to be at that priority. It has to be number one on your list. There's a saying out there that if you don't want to be a doormat, get off the floor. I always say step one, don't run. Step two, make a U-turn. Step three, break free. Baby steps. They started conditioning you from the beginning. So sometimes you feel paralyzed. You feel powerless. You feel like you just don't know what to do. And that very first step has to be creating some boundaries. And if the very first thing that you feel comfortable doing is just saying, you know what, starting today, I'm not going to be spoken to in a way that's disrespectful. That is okay. That's a great boundary to start with. Walk out of the room or just start looking at them as if you are a third party. Observe and just say, you know what? I can see that you're upset. I can see that you are angry. We can resume this conversation at a time that you are ready to speak to me in a way that's respectful. Whatever it is that you need to say to get in and out of that conversation, it's okay. But set boundaries first, things first, right? So that's number one of our 15. We're heading all the way to 15 shocking methods that smart people use to tackle toxicity head on. Number two is keeping your emotions in check. Next thing that they're going to try to do is go after you in every single way. They know your Achilles heels. So they're going to do everything they can to get you all riled up. If they know that integrity is super important to you, what's the first thing they're going to do? They're going to call you a liar. They're going to say that you're horrible with money or whatever it is that they're going to try to do to everything they do can to just get you upset. If they know that being a really great parent is super important to you, they're going to say you're a horrible mother, you're a terrible dad, you're a deadbeat father, whatever it is. They know that those are the things that are going to just get you so upset. Do not defend yourself. Once you start defending yourself, you are in it. They've got you. They've baited you. They went fishing and they reeled you in. Now you got a big hook in your mouth. So when you're dealing with toxic people, they try so hard to provoke you emotionally. And by staying composed and not reacting emotionally, you deny them the satisfaction of being affected by them. So don't do it, right? Gray rock, stay like that, gray rock. You don't need to go into it, point by point by point responses on every single little thing. You can just give them what I call that middle finger response, which is as little as possible. Just respond to the one thing that you need to respond to. We can meet at 3 o'clock on Wednesday or whatever it is that you need to respond to. Are you ready to transform lives at the deepest level while also earning money and taking your career to the highest heights? Well, if so, then my brand new Slay Master High Conflict Negotiation Certification training is exactly what you have been looking for. Get ready to acquire the essential skills necessary to guide your already existing clients or team members through the intricacies of dealing with challenging personalities. Or you can become a brand new certified coach and ignite an amazing new career and start off by knowing that you can make a real difference in people's lives. Hi, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I'm an attorney, and I've been named a best lawyer in America by U.S. News, and I'm also a globally recognized narcissist negotiation expert. I'm also the author of a best-selling book, Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win, and I'm the founder of the Slay method of negotiating with high conflict personalities. I am a certified coach also, and as a certified master coach in the Slay method, you will be able to guide your clients or your team members through the complexity of dealing with high conflict or narcissistic personalities, including using the power of my proven Slay method. I've literally helped thousands of people across the globe with this method, and it has saved lives in negotiating people from lives of drama, trauma, and chaos to step into lives of freedom, possibility, and purpose. And you will be able to help them do the exact same thing into finding lives of freedom and ultimately respect, acknowledgement, and that feeling of knowing that you have helped people at their deepest level of their soul, and you will be able to be paid for that. And it's not just about helping others, by the way, it's about investing in yourself and your own future. By joining this training, you will be investing in your own professional growth, enhancing your own quality of life, and unlocking limitless earning potential. Are you ready to take charge of your destiny and help shape the destinies of others while making more money doing it? Then join my free workshop, High Conflict Negotiation Certification. Boost your authority and your income. Discover why high conflict coaches are in huge demand right now, both personally and professionally. Learn how to coach people through crises, master emotional triggers, and conquer their fears, all while boosting your authority and your income. Don't miss out on this exclusive, life-changing opportunity. Just click the link to sign up for this free workshop right now. And I have another whole video called Super Sneaky Manipulators Use These Highly Toxic Tactics to Hijack Your Mind Without You Even ever knowing it. You should definitely watch that video because there's certain things that they do to try to hijack your mind and manipulate you without you even knowing it. A really good video for you to watch also. The next thing is don't internalize their negativity. Don't take things personally that they say or do, because remember, it's not about you. It's about them. They don't feel good about themselves. They hate themselves. They feel empty inside. So they're going to do whatever they can to say horrible, hurtful things to you. That's what they do. The way people treat other people is a direct reflection of the way they feel about themselves, good or bad. It has nothing to do with you. Don't let their negativity seep into your self-esteem or your self-worth. It has nothing to do with you. Point number 4 is limit your interactions. If you can't go completely no contact, then you have to make your contact as brief as possible. I understand that this can be very difficult if you're still in business with them, if they're still a family member, maybe you have children with this person, maybe they're a business partner or whatever. But as much as possible, limit your interactions with them. Litigating with a narcissist is like getting arrested. Anything that you say or do is going to be used against you. The more that you can limit your interaction with them, the better it's going to be. Remember that you're not going to get closure from them. I always say the 4 F's. Forget about telling them they're a narcissist. Forget about trying to get them to see your side. Forget about getting them to acknowledge anything that you ever did, and forget about closure. You're not going to get that. Forget about going back to them for all of those things, because you're not going to get that. Reducing your exposure to those toxic fumes, start healing your own well-being so that you can surround yourself with positivity instead, which brings me to point 5. Point 5 is self-care. Taking care of your mental and emotional and physical well-being is crucial for your own resilience against toxicity. Remember, this is a battle that you're doing, especially if you're litigating, especially if you're negotiating. You know, when you're in this negotiation, when you're in this communication stage with a narcissist, remember, if you're not for them, you're against them. And if you're against them, then you are public enemy number 1. They only see things in black and white. So you've got to take care of yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, in every possible way. You know, breathe, meditate, do your gratitude journals, surround yourself with the right people, remembering that you are worthy of love and care. That also brings me now to point 6, which is seeking support from others, seeking support from a community, seeking support from people that you know that you can trust. And I don't mean people who are going to sit around and go into, you know, this person was horrible and blah, 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 getting into all this victim mode stuff. It's not going to help you to sit around and have a big old pity party about why you're not getting what you deserve and why life isn't fair and all that sort of thing. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you can sit around and say that person's a liar and you're not getting what you want and all that stuff. And you can be right about that, or you can change things. No one's coming. No one's going to come knock on your door and hand you what it is that you want. You have to decide that you're going to take responsibility for your life and surround yourself with people who are going to be positive for you and support you through this and throw logs on your fire and say, hey, you can do this and you can be strong and life is going to be good for you. And you can take the reins of your life and declare it, power through this, and be the most powerful version and the most elite version of yourself on the other side of this thing, because you absolutely can. Don't go through this journey alone. Reach out to friends, reach out to family, reach out to mental health professionals, reach out to people who are going to help you set the world on fire. Find your vibe tribe. Their support, their insights will help you make all the difference in the world. And know that I have a private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, which I highly recommend that you join. And if you don't have access to therapy, I have a sponsor for this channel, which is BetterHelp, and you can access that at betterhelp.com/Rebecca Zung. You know, it is a sponsor on this channel, which means that we receive commissions. It doesn't cost you any extra. We just want you to have access to help and support that you can trust. Next is work on effective communication. Mastering assertive yet respectful communication can help you set those boundaries and express your thoughts and feelings effectively. I don't mean in a way that's like going to irritate them more or anything like that, but assertive. And by the way, I have phrases for disarming narcissists. You can grab those. They're totally free. Go to disarmthenarc.com and get them. You can use them when you're conversing with narcissists, when you're texting, when you're emailing them. They will definitely help you. Disarmthenarc.com. Next is detach from their problems. Toxic individuals are going to keep trying to suck you in. They push you away, then they suck you back. Push, pull, push, pull. This is part of what creates that trauma bond. They want to keep you in their chaos, their vortex of craziness, that drama, trauma, and chaos. And they involve you in their issues and their conflicts, constantly starting to detach yourself emotionally and starting to see them as the toddlers as they are, and really understanding that you are not responsible for their problems. Just starting to go, they're adults. You are not responsible for that. Next is point number 9, focusing on solutions, not problems. Steer conversations toward finding solutions rather than dwelling on problems. A lot of times when you're dealing with high conflict people, it is so hard to not be constantly going, I can't win. They always get their way. I'm never going to be able to get out of this. It's very common to feel like that, but encourage yourself to stop that thinking and recognize that thinking and recognize yourself when you're in that way of thinking. Even when you're having conversations with them, get into a problem solving point of view and where are we going and where is this conversation going and how is this going to get us further toward where we want to go or where you want to go. Keep that North Star in mind. Point number 10 is positive reinforcement. Always use positive reinforcement. I always say fluff or favor, vomit later when you're dealing with a high conflict personality. If they do something good, praise them. Great job. When you want something from them, can you handle the QuickBooks? You're so much better at it. You're so much smarter. You'll do it so much faster, so much more efficiently than if I did it. Whatever it is that you want from them, fluff for favor, vomit later, because positive reinforcement where you're fluffing up their ego will get you a long way when you're dealing with a narcissist. They don't want to hear anything good about you. They just want to hear how great they are. Positivity is contagious when you're dealing with them. And to be honest with you, keep whatever your plan is close to the vest and let them think that you're just not onto them. I always say it's wise to use the element of surprise when you're dealing with them in negotiations. Let them think that you're naive and you don't know what's going on. Let them talk. Point number 11 is maintain your distance emotionally. Don't get caught up emotionally in what's going on with that narcissist. Create an emotional distance from them as soon as you can and keep going. It'll protect you from being dragged into their emotional toxicity. The more you can start becoming an observer of their emotions, the better you're going to feel. And then just keep going. When they start wanting to drag you back in, when they start hoovering you back in, don't allow them to do that. It's going to be one of the hardest things that you've ever done, especially if you've been romantically involved with them. The more you can just will yourself out of that situation, the better it's going to be for you. Point number 12, don't allow them to escalate the situation. So avoid escalating the situation. Refusing to engage in arguments or confrontations is going to be the best response at all. So even if they just do whatever they can to escalate it, don't allow it, because they're going to try very, very hard to poke your bear and you're just not going to allow it, or you're just not going to respond at all. Sometimes the best response is to just not respond at all. Shut them down. All right. So I want you to put that in the comments right now. Shut them down. And which brings me to point number 13, which is practice mindfulness. A lot of times that is what you need to do. You have to be so disciplined when you're dealing with them. I mean, I always tell my clients, well, you wear the white hat, let them wear the black hat. They will eventually undo themselves. They will. The more you wear that white hat, the more they will come unglued. Sometimes you even just have to give them rope to hang themselves and they will come unglued. But you just have to continue to practice that mindfulness, be fully present in that moment, and it'll help you stay centered and balanced. Just breathe despite the toxic situation. So, point number 14 is educate yourself. Knowledge is power. And you know that learning more about this, learning more about narcissists, learning about how they operate, how they think, can help you feel stronger, can help you know that it's not you, it's them, but it also helps you to take control of yourself, become stronger, and understand where you can take your power back. Also, learn coping strategies, so many valuable insights, and understanding where you now can declare who you are and become the best version of yourself. Educate yourself. That's number 14. Number 15 is seeking professional guidance, not just for therapy, but for everything. For me, I have my SLAY program. I have my Master High Conflict Certification program, which teaches people how to become coaches. I have all kinds of programs, breaking free divorce master classes, all sorts of programs which help people. You have so many resources available to you. When the impact of dealing with toxic people becomes overwhelming, seek help from people who are here to help you. On my channel, I'm here giving you free resources from an attorney every single day. Who does that? Make sure that you like this video, you share it out with anybody who you think could benefit from it, and make sure that you subscribe to this channel, you hit that notification bell, because there's so many people out there, so many souls who are suffering, who are dealing with these situations, who need this help, who need to have access to this information. Remember that you have the strength. You can have access to the wisdom to rise above this negativity and create a life that's filled with positivity and joy, so that you can surround yourself with love and stay true to yourself and shine your brilliance every single day, and then turn around and become that source of inspiration for other people. The next video that I want you to watch is 10 kick-ass comebacks to shut down narcissists. You're going to need them. So until next time, remember to live boldly, embrace your true potential. Remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. They only win if you give in. I'm Rebecca Zung, and I will see you in that next video.